At one time or another, we've all had an experience where we spent hours preparing for an assessment, only to discover that the material we studied was different from what the learning facilitator emphasized on the assessment. What message does this sort of experience send to us?
It shows us that hard work and effort does not necessarily lead to success.
If our assessments don't give us the feedback we need to set goals, the time and effort that we spend studying will have little or no influence on our results.
In order to establish an atmosphere of trust in our learning environment, our assessments should be about reflection and meaningful information. They should align with the instruction, activities, rubrics, and standards we have established and give our learners a clear indication of their strengths and weaknesses. In order to ensure that our learners see the process as fair and important for learning, we should avoid using assessment as a singular noun that refers to a test or a task at the end of a learning goal. It should be an ongoing process that is used with instruction and guidance. The SBAC and Common Core standards determine the LUSD curriculum, and the LF creates individual lesson plans based on this curriculum. Learners have access to rubrics that clearly state the aligned learning objectives. Ideally, the LF will provide assessments that directly align to these learning objectives, but allow the learners a voice and choice. This means learners can prove their mastery of learning content in ways that apply to their individual learning styles and interests. However, it is the responsibility of the LF to assure that their evidences align with the rubric, which aligns to LUSD curriculum, which aligns to SPAC and Common Core standards.
In this new system, instead of a learning facilitator instructing the whole time or giving lectures the entire time, we are given the foundations or the learning targets that we were bound to learn in the whole measurement topic. And then based off of those learning targets, we're able to construct a form of verification that we've achieved proficiency in it. And our assessment is based off of those same learning targets.
We're given a rubric that we can use to track our learning, so we make sure that we're learning what's necessary and there's no hidden surprises, and we know what we must achieve and what we must succeed in.
There's no hidden topics on an exam. Everything is based off of those learning targets that we were introduced to in the beginning of the semester.
In the PBS system, we're given the option to choose how we get assessed. For example, in our English class, we have to do a final research paper, and we get to choose the topic, and that gives learners a huge option to choose because it engages them and it focuses them on the criteria for the class, and it allows us to do something we enjoy.
What the school does when it uses PBS is that it allows students to actually attain proficiency, not to only get a passing grade, but to get a proficient in a score where you actually learn the information necessary for in a real world.
Clear purpose, clear targets, and a purposeful design give learners accessibility to the learning goals. Add in the precision of multiple data collection points, clear expectations of outcomes, and explicit feedback, and you'll have a recipe for creating transparent learning. Not only will learners have the ability to articulate the learning expectations, but they will be able to navigate them as well.